In the Quran it says, the Quran is a book that explains all things in detail. Chapter 16 verse 89. If the Quran fails to provide details, that means the Quran is a lie. It is full of errors. You need to now destroy the Quran because it fails its own test.
In this video, Sam Shamoun makes a strong assertion regarding the Quran's claim to explain everything in detail. He referenced chapter 16 verse 89 to back up his stance. The verse reads, "And we have sent down to you the book as a clarification for all things." At first glance, this might seem like solid support for his argument, doesn't it? But let's take a moment to reflect. This doesn't necessarily mean that the Qur'an explains every single thing. Rather, it signifies that the Qur'an explains all that is essential for guidance, all that is crucial for our understanding. Not every trivial detail, but rather everything imperative for our knowledge. It's important to differentiate between necessities and desires. The Quran provides in-depth explanations of what we truly need to comprehend. Consider a father saying, "I've given my children everything." Does he mean literally everything conceivable? Certainly not. He means he's given them all that they require. Nourishment, clothing, shelter, education, affection. Likewise, in this context, the Quran offers clarification for all that is essential for us. But not every minuscule detail in existence. Let me give you another example. The Quran narrates some stories of people from the past. Sometimes it mentions their names. Other times it doesn't. Why? Because sometimes their identities are not important. What is important are the lessons from their stories. Allah highlights what we need to take from these events. Guidance. Allah understands our necessities better than we do. He makes evident all that is essential for us to know, not everything we desire to know. So once again, the Quran explains what needs explanation. Not everything.
In the Quran it says, the Quran is a book that explains all things in detail. Chapter 6 verse 114. Provide the details from the Quran. What is the sacred mosque? What's the farthest mosque? And who is his servant? And who is Abu Lahab? You have to show me from the Quran. If not, then your Quran is full of errors. It's full of holes. It's full of contradictions. Stop being a Muslim.
Now, Sam also referenced chapter 6, verse 114, trying to prove that the Quran says it explains itself in detail. But that's a misunderstanding. And it's used to falsely argue that there's a contradiction in the Quran. Let's break it down clearly. The verse says, "Say, shall I seek a judge other than Allah, while it is He who has revealed to you the book explained in detail?" Now pay close attention. It says explained in detail, but it doesn't say that the Quran explains everything by itself. There's a clear difference between something being explained and something explaining itself. Let me illustrate. Imagine a teacher enters a classroom, takes the class captain outside, and explains a book to him in detail. Then the class captain returns and explains that book to his classmates. Can we say the book explained itself? No. But we can say the book was explained. And that's exactly the concept the Quran presents. The Quran was explained by Allah to the Prophet Muhammad. And this is confirmed in Surah Al-An'am verses 18 to 19. So when we have recited it, follow its recitation. Then upon us is its clarification. So Allah makes it clear. He explained the Quran to the Prophet. Now ask yourself, if the Quran had explained everything by itself, why would Allah need to explain it to the Prophet again? That alone proves Sam Shamoun's interpretation is wrong. Let's go even further. Allah tells the Prophet in chapter 16, verse 44, "And we have sent down to you the reminder, so that you may explain to the people what was sent down to them." This verse clearly shows that the Prophet's role wasn't just to recite the Quran, but to explain it to the people. Again, if the Quran had explained everything by itself, why would the Prophet need to explain anything? Sam Shamoun is using a shallow understanding of the verses to create doubt. But when we examine the Quran holistically, the truth becomes clear, and Allah knows best. We ask Allah to guide us all to the truth. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you found this beneficial. And until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.